Yeah. I'm going to give all praises and the honor and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. Salutations and the elders and the bishops and the brothers. Salutations to the brothers in the four winds, preaching the truth of sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever. The hopeful elect, the elect, Shalom. To the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel and have come back to the fold. Shalom. To you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. This your brother Aram Yahweh with the lesson, and it's hey. The prophecies are speaking, man. The Lord is revealing what He has said. Prophesying the end from the beginning, which proved that there is a God, man. So we're here to continue to give you, what is it called? The heralding of Yahweh Shai, man. So here it is. We just gonna go ahead and go with this. It says Ezekiel 38 and 3, and he said, "Thus saith the Most High Yahweh power. Behold," right, which means feast your eyes, look, pay attention. I am against thee, right? I mean, when being against someone, don't mean that you're the friend. You're an enemy. You're against them. You're not for their prosperity, right? You're not for their good, right? And the Lord says that to them. I'm not for your good, right? It says, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and go into that in the blue letter real quick, give you the understanding in that. Yeah, so this is repetitious, like Apostle Gabar says, but he said what? It's the father of skill, right? So we're gonna hone in to our skills. So it says, and he said, "Thus saith Yahweh power." Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Basically Almighty. You know what I mean? Alashaja, right? Because the Lord is gonna be a terrible power, right? It says, "Behold," which means feast your eyes, look, pay attention. I am against thee, right? It's to be against them, not for them, right? Not in a good way, but in a bad way. O Gog, chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, right? So we're gonna go ahead and go into that transliteration or translation, right? Translation, and see what that translate to from the Hebrew into the English.
Strong's H 7218. Ramath Negev. Ramath Negev. Second entry. Rosh. Rosh.
Rosh, like Russia, Rosha, right? For Russia, right? Rosh, like Russia, right? And then it said chief, right? Rosh chief, but then prince is also chief, right? So we know Rosh, which is a head, top, summit. Summit, the top of summit is a mountain, which is government. So we're dealing with this government, or this governmental power or something, right? So let's go back to this and Salakia, and let's go hit this prince right here, which prince is gonna say that pretty much the same thing as far as the definition.
5387. Nasi.
Nasi or Nasir, right? Like I don't know if you know about the rapper Nas. That's his name, Nasir, right? Which basically means prince. So Rosh Nasir, right? Which is how you say Russia. Rosh Nasir, Russia, right? Chief prince, right? which you'll see it one left up chief, and then you got prince, right? So it's the exact same thing. So so you know that's what that is. Let's see this one. Forgive us something to lift, to bear up, right? Hey, bear, to bear, right? And then Russia is what, the bear, right? Bear up, bear up. To cause one to bear iniquity, right? Hey, he's gonna he's gonna put that judgment on you, man, right? And that's what ultimately what the Lord has set uh Rosh Nevet, or Rosh Nasir, right? To what, to judge you, to judge America, right? Yeah, so Meshach and Tubal, right? Starting from finishing up 3, Chief Prince of Meshach and Tubal going to 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy armies and horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor. So what do you think that's armies and armor is for? For war, right? The Lord is going to prepare them for war, right? Right? Going to turn them back into that USSR mentality, man. Warfare, right? That World War III, right? Yeah, so as you could see, this is I don't know what this is, defense blog. It's called defense blog, I guess. Defenseblog.com says Ethiopia unveils new Russian made electronic warfare system. Right? Says Ethiopia recently showcase its state of the art of weapons and defense system during a military parade for the Ethiopian National Defense Force, which is ENDF, revealing a new added addition to its arsenal, the let me see how to say this, because I just looked it up. Kusuka. It says Kusuka 4, a electronic warfare system of Russian origin. Right? So this is what Russia is prepared for. But further than that, who are they giving this to? They're giving it to who? The Ethiopians, right? So we're basically, you see where I'm going already as of it is right now, right? But let's go ahead and go back anyway. Yeah, because the Lord is putting what hooks in the jaws of Russia, but not just Russia, also Ethiopia, all these other places, because it's basically it's giving you that, you know, the play by play, in a sense, But we don't know exactly what order, but we know that this is what the Lord's preparing, right? So it says, yeah, all the horses, horsemen, all of them clothed in all sorts armor, even a great company, right? The BRICS, right? It's a great company. BRICS, the BRICS coming together, coming with their own currency, all the different things with buckler and with shield, all of them handling sword. The modern day sword is the gun. Ultimately, with the ICBM missiles, right? Even the what is this thing called? The Kusuka. Even that Kusuka is a weapon, right? The Kusuka is a weapon, right? It's a sword, modern day sword. And then the thing says Persia, which is Iran, which I already did a lesson on that. But it's basically Iran, and then of course Ethiopia, right? Libya, with them, all them with shield and helmet. What do you have shield and helmet for? For war. The Lord is preparing Gog and Magog for war, and the Lord said it from the beginning, right? 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 So I'm gonna skip down to 7. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and go to 7 because I was gonna go to this and then come back, but that's all right. I'm gonna just do this and be done for that. So it says, "Be prepared." Wait, be thus prepared, right? Even they said they were doing a military parade. They were doing warfare, right? The art of warfare, right? They get, man, that's preparing, right? Be thus prepared, which is talking about Russia. I mean that's talking about the other countries that Russia have underneath them, and be and prepare for thyself. Which that's Russia. Russia has to prepare for their self. It says and be and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, right? Which as we could see that Ethiopia is becoming a symbol unto Russia or the BRICS nations. I mean the BRICS. It's not a nation, but it's more of their system, the you know what I mean, their economic system basically. But what economics comes with what? Military power, right? You have to back that up. Symbol unto thee, be thus a guard unto them, right? And I thought that was pretty interesting.
Strong's H 5387. Nasi.
Nasi or
Nasi.
Nasi or Nasir, and then of course Rosha Nasir, right? Which is basically Russia, right? And then when you go into the because Rosha, right, which is basically chief, which that's the same thing as a definition for prince. It's a chief too. But I thought that was pretty interesting that when you went into deeper into this, it said to sustain. So what are you doing when you're sustaining somebody? It says to be a guard and be a guard unto them. So you're abstaining somebody to sustain, right? You know what I'm saying? To endure. What was yeah, right here, aid, right? So it said they prepare for thyself and be a guard unto them. But then prince in itself, meaning aid, right? What else I see? Yeah, sustain, aid. I seen something else that went good with it, but um, but yeah, basically you see where I'm going with that though, right? Sustained aid, you know, support. There you go. It's right there in front of me. Support, right? To be a guard unto them. It's pretty interesting, right? Yeah. And just as the Lord has said, the end from the beginning, right? And This is Revelation, so you think it's something new, but it's not nothing new, right? The Lord has been said this, and then the Lord, right? Let's just go ahead and go to it. It says, and when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan, right, which is your adversary, the self-proclaimed so-called white man, Esau Edom, is the devil to you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. He's your enemy. He's Satan. Satan just means enemy or adversary. Shall be loose out of his prison, right? Out of the the confusion, the dust, confusion, right? Out of the Caucasus Mountains, out of the dust, out of confusion, out of grunting like a with like a donkey or whatever it was, right? You know, eating just mallows by the of the bush of mellows, right? And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth, right? Going into Russia, Gog and Magog. So the Lord from the beginning, Gog and Magog, to gather them to the battle, right? Which is World War III. So the Lord's been said has to happen, and He's setting up two Edomite powerhouses to come against themselves, right? The number of them, the number, Salakia, the number of whom is as the sands of the sea. And it said, gathered great multitude and the company with you. So it's going to be like a great multitude, right? Yeah, so this is Matthew chapter 12, verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, so Satan is your adversary, which is Esau, Edom. Cast out Satan, which is the Russians, which are Edomites also, and which that's going to happen. Satan is going to cancel out Satan, which the Lord has already set this up for it to happen. He is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And that's ultimately what we're living in. We're living in the Edomite kingdom. And the Edomite kingdom is not going to be able to stand, right? Real soon, right? Because yeah, so this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. And deceived them that dwelled on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power in the sight of the beast, which is NATO, EU, and America, which we know that America stems out from England, and they basically made America the face of everything. But behind the scenes, they're running everything from England. Basically, the Jewish people, man, because they're running Israel, they're running England, and they run America, and basically run the world because they're the world bankers, right? You know, they put everybody into to debt slaves. These countries, but that's why all these countries are following along, in a sense, because they're setting it up to be done with America, but that's only because they know prophecy. They know America, the Most High's done with it, but they think they could somehow escape, right? So that's ultimately what it is. So it's in the sight of the beast, right? Which is NATO, EU, and America, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image of the beast, right? Which goes back to the Roman Empire, right? That beast, the red dragon, right? And that's basically dealing with even a lot of scholars would tell you that the Edomites were the one who was controlling Rome, and America is the second leg of Rome, or even even was it England and all that stuff in Europe, all that's all part of that of the second leg, right? Because the first leg was the Roman Empire, which was ruling a lot, but then the second leg came back and ruled more of the world than the time of the pagan Roman Empire, right? The ancient pagan Roman Empire, which Daniel prophesied that it was a man and they're gonna rule, and the man has two legs. So we're on the second leg of the Roman Empire, the one with the deadly wound that was healed and came back, right? And lived, right? Well, it's gonna tell you because it's basically talking about the Roman Empire. So it says, make an image of the beast which had the wound by the sword and did live, right? So that's ultimately what we're dealing with. And Salakia. There's another part I want to. Oh, right here. And it says, I'm started 2. It says, in Revelation chapter 13, verse 2, and the beast which I saw was like a leopard, right? Dealing with Alexander the Great, because he's the first Edomite to basically conquer and rule all the known world at that time. And as time progressed, they ruled more and more of the world, right? Until this very day where they rule all the world. They pretty much rule the whole world. They rule all the world, yeah. You know, in one way or another, right? So, and you know, Alexander the Great wore a leopard hat. A leopard, he killed a leopard and wore the leopard's skin thing over his head. So that's basically Alexander the Great, and his feet were like were as the feet of a bear, which is dealing with the which is Gog and Magog, which is Russia. Russia symbol is a bear, but the feet is the end of you, right? When you're talking about from the man from and Daniel's said the man, and then all those empires, you know, the Babylonian, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greek Empire, then the Roman Empire, which is the leg, the first leg. Then you got another leg, which is the second leg of Rome, which is NATO, EU, and America. But then you have your foot. Your foot is the end of your entire body, which that's going to be the end of Esau's power is going to be Gog and Magog, which the Lord said He's already put them against themselves. And if Satan, which is your adversary, which Esau Edom is your adversary, is against himself, your adversary, their kingdom, this Edomite kingdom, won't be able to stand. So that's like that foot that Russia is. Russia's the foot, the end of the, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion, right? Going into Great Britain, their whole thing was a lion, right? And it says, and the dragon gave his power, which is the Roman Empire. Roman Empire was known as a red dragon, which goes red meaning crimson or red, criminal, red, going into Esau, which is Edom, which is Ashashua, which is red, going into who they are, Edom being red, right? It says, and him gave him his power and 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 his seat and great authority, right? So they basically they put America in the front, to make it look like it has this great authority, but it's going around being this police of the world, and eventually everybody's gonna be mad and not like the whore anymore, right? And you're gonna realize you've been getting what was it? What's the saying when you I guess leftovers, right? You know what I mean? That's a thing people say. You know, you have a woman, you think you're the only one, and then you find out that she's been with somebody else. You be like, and she's like, I could still be with you, and you be like, nah, I don't want nobody's leftovers. Like, you know what I mean? I'm giving, you're giving me what attention you have left for me, right? So, and that's basically what America has done, right? They pay attention to where they can get the gold, the uranium, this and that. Wherever they go, it's because their attention's on that for that because it benefits them at the moment. But after they go and say that they're gonna help the people and this and that, they forget all about them when they're on the next thing, right? Yeah. So this is a Proverbs 25 and 17. I find this pretty interesting because I was gonna just use this just for the, you know, for Proverbs 25 and 19, right? Was it confess confidence, Salakia, confidence in an unfaithful man, right? Which that's Esau altogether. Just all the Edomites are unfaithful, but that's all this whole system because everybody trusted the whore because everybody been in bed with the whore, which is America, and they trusted it, right? In time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. So I was just gonna use that, but peep this out because that's basically this made me think about. That's why I went ahead and highlighted it. What Russia is trying to do because it says right here 17. I'm gonna go back up and I'm gonna go back through it real quick. It says Proverbs chapter 25 verse 17. Withdraw thy foot from thy neighbor's house, lest he be weary of thee and so hate thee. Right? So Russia's basically like trying to pull its foot from being, but you're already wrapped up in it. You're part of this Edomite system that took down the Israelites who were in bed with the whore. And no, you're not NATO, EU, and America. No, we know that you're separate from that, but you're still Edomites. You still went along with the program in order for you to take the fatness of the earth, right? Because you have to say Russia being it being such a large part of a continent, like it's huge. That's fatness of the earth, man. And I mean you say little stuff here and there, and you'll bring out pictures of of the saints and showing that the saints are so-called black people, but you're not just coming out saying, hey, look, those people are the Israelites, and those people over there in Israel, they falsifying everything and this and that, which wouldn't help you anyway. But this made me think of like someone who's their foot is in the thing, and now they're trying to get it out, and now when you're trying to move your foot, you end up breaking it, popping it, getting it out of, popping it out of joint, right? Because you're fighting with it. And then if Satan is against Satan, hey man, the kingdom ain't gonna stand. And a foot out of joint, you're not gonna move. Your foot's out of joint. There ain't no way you're walking on that, right? So it says, and so everybody's gonna to the point. Now everybody's gonna hate the whore, right? Everybody's gonna hate this whore, right? Even though this means something different, but it just got me thinking like, yeah, everybody's gonna hate the whore, and a lot of people trying to distance themselves from her, right? And that's what this ultimate is. the BRICS, with the Brexits, and all these other different things that they're what's going on, is they're trying to distance themselves from America, right? And it says a man that beareth a false witness, right? Which, because that's what Esau does. He bear false witness against Jake, right? Against you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. But the main thing is to be against the elect, right? To bear false witness against the elect. So that way they have a reason to come down with great wrath, knowing that they got but a short time. So a man that beareth false witness against his neighbor is a mal, a maul, and 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 a sword, right? And King David said, "Protect me from my enemy, which is thy sword," which is talking about Esau Edom. Esau Edom is the Lord's sword that come down upon you Israelites, man. A sword and a sharp arrow, right? So he's gonna be bringing guns and all sorts of things to come and kill you Israelites, right? And then the whole thing with you Israelites, what you had confidence, you took on this the jab and whatever else, and all these things you want to trust in science, so you had confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble, and that's what you about to go into, Jacob's trouble, man. You had time, you had faith in this man in a time of Jacob's trouble, which this is what even all these nations had faith in. They had faith in this Edomite system, which they said they gave power to the beast, and they wanted everyone to make an image of the beast, which most of this world did. You know, that's why you have the 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 Flavian and the patrician type situation. You got the Democrat and Republican. You got you got these the thing with the parliament, and you got the president and prime ministers, and you got the Congress. Basically, all that going back to basically the Roman Empire, which even Russia has that like that. They have their so-called what do you call it, judicial system set up like that, even though they're not part of the thing. But the whole world, when you go to Japan, China, all these people around wearing suits and things in the fashion of America, of the second leg of Rome, right? They got tall skyscrapers and buildings and things to make themselves like what America say that is good, but they're gonna realize it ain't good. So it's gonna be like what in trouble as like a broken foot, a broken tooth, so like it, and that hurt. A broken tooth hurt like a mother. Woo, woo. And a foot out of joint, and that definitely gotta hurt. Now you can't move. Your foot is like broken. Your ankle's broken, literally. And now you can't get out of it. So now this is a situation you can't get out of, and then that's what Russia's like. You know what I mean? They're the bottom of this thing, and now that Satan coming against Satan, they can't go no further. So this system has to fall. There's no other place for it to go. I mean, even Yahushua said, "What he's a great millstone, and that millstone is crashing down upon that foot, and that foot's going to be put out of joint, right? To crash down this whole Edomite system, right?" But just using it as an analogy, because this kind of goes into more different stuff, but it you could use it for that too, because that's basically ultimately what this is. This whole world has trusted in Esau, Edom, and namely what America, right? Yeah, so with all that, I want to give all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well, to the elder bishops, the elders in Connecticut, you brothers in the four winds, preaching the truth with sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever. The hopeful elect, the elect, Shalom, to the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through their father and have come back to the fold. To you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence, and a Baba Ball.